Emily returned home earlier than usual that evening. The house was strangely quiet. She called out, "Michael? Mom?" But no one answered. Her heart started beating fast. She walked down the hallway and noticed the bedroom door was not fully closed. A soft whisper and a faint giggle came from inside. With trembling hands, she pushed the door open, and what she saw inside almost stopped her breath. "My name is Emily Parker. I thought my life was perfect. I married the man I loved, Michael, and we moved into a beautiful house. To make things even better, I invited my mother, Grace, to live with us. She had been alone since my father died, and I wanted her to feel safe and loved. At first, everything was peaceful. Mom helped with cooking and cleaning. Michael treated her with respect, almost like she was his own mother. Sometimes I even joked that he liked her food more than mine. We laughed about it. I was happy. But then I started noticing little things. When I came back from work, I sometimes found them sitting too close on the couch, whispering and laughing. Other times, when I entered the room, they would quickly stop talking, as if they had a secret. I told myself I was overthinking. I trusted them both. I believed in my marriage and in my mother's love. Soon, more signs appeared. Mom started wearing makeup at home, even when no visitors were coming. Michael began locking his phone and smiling at private messages. Sometimes, I saw them exchange strange looks when they thought I wasn't watching. One evening, I arrived home earlier than usual. The house was quiet. Too quiet. I called out, "Michael? Mom?" But no one answered. Something felt wrong. I slowly walked to the bedroom. The door was not fully closed. My hands began to shake as I reached for it. The moment I pushed the door open, my whole world stopped. There, on my matrimonial bed, were the two people I loved and trusted the most. Michael, my husband, and Grace, my own mother. For a few seconds I could not breathe. It felt like my heart had fallen into my stomach. I just stood there, frozen, my hand still on the doorknob. Michael's eyes went wide in shock. He quickly grabbed the blanket to cover himself and jumped to his feet. "Emily, wait, it's not what you think," he stammered. My mother's face turned pale. She sat on the bed like a statue, her lips trembling but no words came out. Tears filled my eyes. I felt like the whole room was spinning. My voice came out as a broken whisper. "Mom, Michael, what is this?" Michael took a step toward me, still trying to explain. "Please, Emily, let me explain. It's a mistake. It just happened." I raised my hand to stop him, my voice now sharp and shaking. "Don't you dare lie to me. Don't you dare." I turned my eyes to my mother, the woman who had raised me, who had wiped my tears as a child. The same woman I had invited into my home out of love. "Mom, how could you?" I cried. "You taught me about love, about respect. You told me marriage is sacred, and now I find you in my own bed, with my husband?" My mother's shoulders slumped. She lowered her head and covered her face with her hands. Silent tears began to run down her cheeks. She couldn't look at me. I felt as if my knees were going to give way. I grabbed the edge of the door to keep myself from falling. My chest hurt as if my heart was breaking into pieces. All the strange looks, the whispers, the way you two acted behind my back. I sobbed. I didn't want to believe it. I trusted you both. Michael reached out his hand toward me, his voice soft and desperate. "Emily, please, forgive me. It was a mistake. It's not what you think." I stepped back quickly, shaking my head. "Don't touch me," I shouted. "A mistake? This isn't a mistake. This is betrayal." I turned back to my mother. "You? My own mother? How could you stab me in the heart like this? I welcomed you into my home. I thought you were lonely, and this is how you repay me?" Her sobs grew louder, but she still said nothing. I wiped my tears and pointed at the door. "Both of you, get out. I can't even look at you right now. Just get out." Michael tried to speak again, but I cut him off with a scream. "Leave." For a moment, the room was filled with silence except for my own shaky breaths. Then Michael lowered his head and stepped back. My mother slowly stood up, still crying quietly. They both left the bedroom without another word, leaving me standing there, broken, shaking, and crying uncontrollably. That night, I sat on the edge of my bed for hours, staring into nothing. I kept asking myself over and over, why? Why would they do this to me? Wasn't my love enough? Did I deserve this pain? The betrayal cut so deep that it felt as if a part of my soul had been torn away. The next morning, I woke up with swollen eyes from crying all night. The house felt heavy and empty. I could still hear my mother's soft sobs and Michael's quiet footsteps leaving in the dark. I sat alone in the living room, staring at the wedding photo on the wall. The smiles in that picture felt like a cruel joke. Later that day, my mother knocked softly on my door. Her voice was low and shaky. "Emily, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I betrayed your trust." I could not even look at her. All I could say was, "You're my mother. You were supposed to protect me, not break me." Michael also came, kneeling in front of me with tears in his eyes. "Emily, I regret it. I lost everything that mattered because of my weakness. Please forgive me." But I could not forgive them so easily. Some wounds cut too deep to heal in a day. I asked them both to leave my house so I could find peace and rebuild my life. Days turned into weeks. I cried a lot. But slowly, I began to find strength. I realized I could survive even the deepest betrayal. I learned that love without respect is empty, and even family can hurt you if you trust blindly. Most of all, I learned that my happiness does not depend on anyone else's choices. Moral lessons: trust is precious. Once broken, it is hard to repair. Never ignore red flags. Sometimes our hearts hide the truth we don't want to face. Self-respect comes first. Do not stay silent when someone mistreats you, even if they are family. Healing takes time. Betrayal is painful, but you can rise again and rebuild your life. Message to my viewers. Dear viewers, thank you for watching this story. If you were moved by Emily's painful journey and the lessons it carries, please support this channel. Subscribe now. Click the notification bell so you won't miss the next story. Stay with us for more real-life inspired dramas that open our eyes and touch our hearts. Your support means the world to us. It helps us keep telling stories that teach, inspire, and warn. Stay with this channel. Together, we will learn and grow.